You are in the temple of the rants, where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This one is for Faf, who says, rant about the worst possible way to watch anime or the worst possible way to get into anime. I would say the worst possible way to do it is to watch stuff on the basis that other people are talking about it or that other people say it's good. I think that if you really want to enjoy anime, you should be in pursuit of things that you are interested in. The best way to go about it is to, just look at shows, even if you're just looking at the covers of shows, like scroll through Crunchyroll or whatever, and just like if you see a show that looks or sounds cool, watch that. If you end up liking it or hating it, whatever, you get to figure that out for yourself. Don't try to watch stuff because you've heard about it, because people are saying it's good. Because if you aren't inherently interested in something, like, there's a chance you will get hooked by it, but you don't have that sensation of doing it because you wanted to. You have the sensation of doing it because you felt socially pressured, or like because other people said it's supposed to be good. And it's like, I think that too many people have the expectation that if something's good, everyone will notice. Like, if something is good, that means it's going to be talked about, or that it's being talked about because it is universally loved. The reality is that, like, there's certain styles of show, certain styles of narrative that a lot of people gravitate towards. And so when something comes out that a lot of people have a good initial impression, they talk about it, they get their friends hyped, it spreads around, you will hear about it. You'll hear lots of people saying this show is good. But, like, if you look at it and you don't feel that kind of excitement for it, then don't watch it just on the basis that this is supposed to be the good thing. I hear so many people tell me that, like, they've lost interest in anime, or that, like, they weren't able to get that far into it because they basically, saw something they really enjoyed, and then from there, ask a friend, like, oh, what's another good anime? And they're like, oh, you gotta watch this one, you gotta watch this one. And then they start it up, and they're not interested. They don't get interested. They force themselves to keep watching, and then they just like, oh, well, I thought it sucked, so I guess anime sucks. It's like, no, it's not anime's fault. It's the fact that, not everybody you're talking to has the same taste as you, or has watched all the same, has watched a lot of shit. You should go out and figure out what you are looking for from the medium. And the best way to do that is just to explore. There is so much fucking anime out there. There's so many things you could check out. Find a category you're interested in. Like, when I was younger, basically you could watch what was on Adult Swim or what was on Toonami. And, there were a few shows on there that I really enjoyed. But what got me into anime was me and my cousin, like, going out getting DVDs every weekend. And he was interested in, like, demons, occult kind of stuff, samurai, anything with violence, basically. And so, we would seek out those things by researching it online and then go out and buy DVDs. And sometimes I liked stuff he didn't, he liked stuff I didn't. But, like, the first manga I ever bought was King of Bandits Jing, and it was because it just looked cool. It looked interesting, and I bought it, and I was really into it, and, like, it didn't matter that nobody else heard of it or talked about it. It made me care about manga because I liked it. And there's plenty of things that I bought because it looked cool and it wasn't good, but at least it wasn't like, oh, I feel like I'm out of the loop because I didn't enjoy the thing that other people liked. It felt like, oh, this just wasn't good. It wasn't what it looked like, but sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. When I got into watching anime online and I was just like marathoning shit all the time in 2007, I like made a point to watch every Yuri anime because it was just like, I really like Yuri. I want to see all the stuff that's out there. It was very hit or miss, but at least I was always like hungry for those shows. And like if one was bad, it wasn't going to deter me from watching the next one because I wanted to find good ones. So like, yeah, just don't watch stuff on the basis that it's what everybody's talking about unless you are sincerely interested, unless you watch the first episode and you love it and you think, okay, cool, I'm going to watch this with everybody. But like if you start up some show and you're like, I don't know, it's not really grabbing me, try something else, try something Try something that you think looks cool, as opposed to, whatever. I'm repeating myself at this point.